Oh, okay. Hi there. Welcome to our first live broadcast about Sophia Skincare Cosmetics. This is so exciting for me today to come on here and to be live to talk about a topic that is dear to my heart. And I just want to introduce myself. My name is Sophia Cook, and I am the CEO and founder of Sophia Skincare Cosmetics. And I'm very pleased that you all could take the time out to join us today. Uh, and on this Saturday to have this conversation with us about health and wellness on this journey about skincare maintenance. So we are going to have a conversation, and this is just the first episode of this conversation. This conversation is a big, broad conversation that we all have talked about at some point in time, and it's called bleaching, um, and the kind of product, the relationship that we have with our skin. So, again, welcome, 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 and thank you for coming on, for joining, for being a part of it. And so, what can we talk about our skin? How can we discuss? And we're gonna talk about the effect that the bleaching has on your skin, the effect that it looks good on some people, but when you try to use it, what does it do for your skin, and how long should you bleach your skin if you are into bleaching? So I have some notes down that I'm just going to be going back and forth to, and also a good friend of mine that is going to join me in and to talk about it with me. Her name is Helene. Most of you know her as Ghetto Story. She is the founder of Ghetto Story, and she will explain all that to you in more detail. But I am so excited to talking about this topic with you, and just give us your feedback. Tell us, say, and join in the conversation. Okay, so let's get into it. One specific practice that we will cover today is skin bleaching, it's also known as skin lightening, skin whitening, and toning. This has been a practice for many years from in the 1500s. There have been talk about it. You see people like Cleopatra, Queen Elizabeth. Back in those days, they bleached their skin to look good, to be attractive. And so you'll find that most nowadays, a lot of movie stars are bleaching their skin, and they can do that because it's all about who has the money to do it the right way, and for how long that you can do it. But when you see those people with their skin all looking flawless and good, and they bleach their skin, because you're seeing the comparison of the bleaching, the way they were before and now how they look. So you see that their skin has been, done something to their skin. But what my problem is when people go and buy these products, and the products are no good. Yes, sorry about that. I think we got disconnected for a little bit there. You know, when you're using technology for the first time, it always have some glitches. So thank you for bearing with us to continue this chat. So right now we're gonna. It's not live yet. Okay. Okay. Let's find out what's going on with Cheryl. Uh, Yes. So there is again I apologize because my screen went off, so I wasn't sure if I was still streaming live with you guys. Okay, so here we are again. And we're going to get this right because we're going to talk about this topic here. And I want your feedback. So please give us your feedback. I want to bring my friend Elaine in, and so she can join in with this conversation. So please bear with me while we bring Elaine Robinson, my friend. Get a story. Tell us about
Yeah,
yourself, Miss Elaine. Elaine and I have been friends for. Um,
we're old.
let's not say it. Let's not say our age.
We're old. We're old. We're
We're
old. We're old.
Yes, so I my girl is here. She's gonna talk about or give us an introduction of who you are, and you've been in the community. You've been doing community for just say just tell
Yeah.
us Miss Ghetto,
Yes.
Miss
Yes. Yes.
Ghetto story. Talk about it.
So
Let's
good
go.
afternoon, everyone. On this platform, and thank you, Sophia, for inviting me to be on the platform, share the stories. These wonderful technologies. I too. I'm getting used to them. You know, it's been a moment. Get us stories. The platform, the acronym stands for Getting Higher Education to Teach Others. The It's to tell the stories of people who've overcome odds. Mission is for me to redefine how we use and understand that word. Because
Right.
when we hear the word ghetto, everybody automatically goes into negativity. So they start talking about everything they know about a negative community, and they start calling out communities that's associated with negativity. That's not the foundation of this ghetto story.
That's right.
It's people, it's a humanness stories. People who've overcome odds. And yes, if you come from a place or a space that is considered a ghetto, it's a bonus, right? But the platform is to redefine and understand how we use and see and understand that word. I use it to uplift, to share the powerful stories of people who have uplifted themselves from those places and spaces, keeping in mind that ghetto is not a physical place, it's a state of mind. So that's basically the platform, community, and I've been a community worker. This is what, about 37 years. So
Ooh.
I enjoy community, and community. I'm a black woman, but I don't work in the black community. I work in community. That's everybody, all inclusive. So that's me. Ghetto Stories platform. Look out for it. Lots of things. Community oriented things I'll be doing. In my I'm relaunching the brand, so I can get
Good.
so people can have a clearer understanding. Because I think they keep seeing me and I'm sharing, but they're not understanding what I'm sharing. So I'm rebranding everything with a place and a space that they're able to see the work that goes behind and exactly what the platform is all about. So
Okay.
that's what's up.
That's a lot. That's
Yes,
a lot. That's a lot. We
yes,
can't wait
yes,
for that to happen
yes,
because we know that you have done great things and you're still doing great things, and you take care of yourself, you take care of the young ones, and you always hear them talk about Miss Elaine, and
yes.
so
Community
we
is my life.
there you go. So
Community is my life.
today, as
Yes.
you're on with me, this is our first time. I'm stepping out of the box, and this is
Oh, I
our
love it.
first time. Our
Yes.
first time doing this, talking about this topic that is so much a controversy in the community.
Yes.
And as a person that is in the community and working with other young ladies, and to see them grow up and to see all these things, and people want to change and want to follow the trend, you can see what bleaching does to the skin.
Yes.
And it looks good on some people. It makes some people look attractive, if you can afford to do it the right way. And then you can see the damage. But today we're talking about the outside effect of what bleaching looks like, and how long it's been around. But before we get into that, I just want to read something that I put down, and then we can use that as a topic and discuss give us your opinion
Oh,
of
definitely.
what you see now in this time, this generation, and these women that, we are beautiful. We are outstanding, beautiful people. But when, peer pressure and different things happen, and we feel like we have to look a certain way to get certain jobs or to be in a certain class of people. And that means you have to, if you're lighter, you're better. If you're lighter, you're more educated. If you're lighter, you can get far.
Yes.
If you're lighter, people pay attention to you,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I just want to read something that I wrote down, and then we can use it as a topic to discuss, and people can join in and give us their opinion as well, because I find this is something that we need to talk about. When I did the research, I didn't even realize, as myself, as a person that takes care of people's skin and not and look at the skin, I know bleaching, I know what it can do to you internally and externally to your skin. So that's why I'm always so against it. But it's been on my heart to publicly talk about it. So this is the topic that I found out, that this has been a practice that has been around for a very long time. It has been confirmed. However, there are some claim that the skin lightening can be found as early as way back in the 1500s, right? Back
Wow.
in the
Okay.
1500. This is something not only prevent in Africa or in the Caribbean, but worldwide. Skin lightening industry is currently worth $8.6 billion, and will project to make 12.3 billion dollars by 2027.
Wow.
That's how much they're expecting, that bleaching alone, just bleaching, has nothing to do with skin, any kind of skincare product beside bleaching, that is making so much money, right? And then it says you would think that in 2021 the sales for these products would have gone down, but that simply is not the case, right? Because even in the pandemic that we are having, you think that people would not want to to deal with those things because you are locked down, but it's not. It's growing. It's still growing. People are still doing this, and they're it's making money, right? And it says here, simple not the case, would have gone. What is driving force behind this big machine, that you might ask? Well, it's actually a combination of factors, such as having a better social status. That's what this article saying. So for people to be driving this force, it's about social status. It's about your class. It's about getting the better job. It's about getting more money. It's these are the problems that we find, that why people do it. And it's not just women that bleach, right? It's not just one. So what do you think? Give us, what do you think about what I just said here?
So the whole concept of bleaching. So in different cultures, it means different things, right? So I can't speak to the other cultures, so I'm going to speak as a black woman from the black community. The concept of skin color. it was always brought up in a negative connotation. So a black, when they say black, they would say black and ugly,
Oh, yeah.
right? So anything that was related to black was considered ugly. So because of that, now a lot of women grew up with that complex. Even in bank, all of the predominant places of service, you always seen a light skinned woman, right? Even in Caribbean countries, there's always a light skinned person up front, a light skinned bank teller. Everywhere you go, that I've been exposed to, uh,
Okay.
from my own experience,
Mhm.
I always see light skinned women. And whenever we spoke of dark skinned women, it was always, Caribbean culture. They're black and they're ugly, right? Anything that's, black, ugly. Those are the two things that we always heard. So it always gave, I always felt that it gave people who are of a darker skin that complex. Because I put myself in that position. If I was that person, I wouldn't feel good. It
Okay.
wouldn't feel good. You cannot feel good hearing somebody referring to you as black and ugly.
That's
There's
true.
nothing in that that's pretty. You understand? But that's a mentality that goes back to slavery days,
Yes.
right? It goes back to, because the women that were masters, fathered by the masters, and they were the light skinned women, they were put in positions, as the dolls to play with the master's child. So
Yes.
throughout life, they were always given preferences. So people always saw color as a preference, right?
Yes.
So that's my take on it. And yes,
The
I had
lighter you are, the better
uh, the
you are.
lighter, the closer you are to white, is the more accepted you were. And it still goes on in today's society. They still have things like team light skin, team dark skin. I'm still seeing that. I have there's Instagram pages right now with team light skin, team dark skin. All of that is still going on right now in
Right.
our 21st century. Even so, more so now because um, all the celebrities are doing it. So there's this, they have access to
Right.
um, be able to transform themselves into,
Properly. Do
yeah,
it
properly.
properly.
So back in the day, it used to be, I remember as a kid, they had this one called Ambi, and then
Yes.
they had
I remember Ambi.
Ambi, then they had Nadinola, then they had Skin Success. I remember because I
So
remember
good.
a couple
Then you're
times.
you're exposing your age
Yes, I remember I had marks. I remember I had marks on my skin, and I went in to get those things to
to
try and clean up
remove
my
those
skin, and
marks.
to, yeah, because we were told that that's what it
It
was, and it
would
was
make
long
you light. It
afterwards.
will make.
Yeah,
But my concept is that back in the days, I know Ambi and those cream because as a young person, you were told that if you use this product after you bathe and stuff before you go to bed and rub it on your skin, because I was given that product to rub on my skin as a child, as a young girl. I was
yes,
given the product to rub
yeah,
on my skin, and it said that it would make your skin smooth.
yes,
There was nothing about it would brighten your
yeah,
skin.
yes,
It
yes,
was I was told it would make your skin smooth and look pretty.
yes, yes. Brighter skin.
Yes,
There was always something about making your skin look bright. So
and pretty,
of course,
right?
who doesn't want to look bright and pretty?
Right. So I was given it as a young person to look bright and pretty, right? Because even though my skin tone wasn't as dark as some of my siblings, I
Mm,
still was given the cream.
yes,
So you're saying, okay, but when you grow up and you understand what the cream does and what it
yes,
is for, then
yes.
you go, I don't want to use the cream to I don't
That's
want I think I'm bright and pretty enough,
yes, yes,
right?
yes, yes. But
I'm
there,
bright and pretty enough, so I don't need to use the skin cream to brighten my skin because the things that's in it was chemical. It was a
but you
natural.
see, that was never a conversation. That was never a conversation to say that it was
Understand?
dangerous. It was mainstream.
Yes.
Everybody around me, I know growing up, everybody around me, there was not a place. There was even this one fashion fair. I'm
Yes.
aging myself. Fashion Fair had one called Ventex, right?
Right.
Ventex, and you go in and you buy it, and those things were never cheap, right? They were
Oh,
always very. And I remember, my legs. I love my legs, and I had little marks on my legs, and my legs are my greatest asset. My legs and my smile. So
yes.
I always wanted. So
Those
I had little
long,
marks.
those long. I remember those long legs.
All right. So I had a little. I remember we had gone out on a somewhere. I forget. We were on a trip, and I got a scratch on my leg, and it left a mark. And I was so conscious of this mark, and everywhere I went, I kept wanting something to. And somebody told me about Ventex and Fashion Fair, and I went as far as to New York City
Right.
to get my Ventex to clear up my legs.
So with all this, you see, so with all that problems now, this is the reason why bleaching was such an easy choice for some people, right? Because of the spots, the marks that they
Yes.
have, and they
Yes.
can't live with those marks.
Yes.
Then they think, okay, what can I do to remove that mark? Because even now, as a skincare person who sells natural skincare product, I find that I get a lot of questions. Um, is there anything in the cream to lighten my skin?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
And I would say, no, what do you mean lighten your skin?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I know, I remember when we were first taking the product to Africa, they did not want the product because it had no bleaching product in it. It had
Oh my
nothing.
gosh.
There was nothing in the cream that would lighten their tone, because
Wow.
they would say, "Oh, I want your skin tone," and I was like, "I was born like this, so you can't have
Okay.
my skin tone."
Yeah.
Right? I didn't do anything to for my skin to look like it is. I was born with this complexion, but I use good natural product to maintain my skin, to maintain that there is no blockage, no spots or anything on it. But I find that even here in Canada, we still are having that issue where people want to make sure that they don't use the natural product as much because it doesn't have any skincare lightening ingredients in it. So, what would you say to the young people now that is growing up, to the young ladies that are looking at? I have some pictures that I want to show of these, some magazines of these young, um, what do you call them, celebrities,
Mm-hmm.
to show you when they just started out in the
And
industry to how they look.
yeah.
Um, we can show some of those slides, and
Okay.
yeah, these are some of the slides. If you can take a look at this young lady
Oh
and
wow.
see how she started out and how gradually her complexion changes,
Wow.
right? And that's
Wow.
because she, when she started in the industry, look, isn't she looks beautiful, right? But she was dark, and look at her complexion a little bit down the road, it changes. And now, when our young girls see these pictures, what comes to mind?
I think what comes to mind
This is
of these.
okay. Look at this other one. Can you
Yeah.
tell who this person is?
Yes.
They don't look like the same person, do they?
That's right. That's right.
They look completely different because I had to take a second look at this
To see if it was Queen Bee.
to see who it was.
Yeah.
And look at this one,
Ooh.
the
Okay.
before and the after. Do you
Wow.
you see what I'm talking about? And these are because they have now, they now, I know, I understand that, because they have to do it for their business, for the platform they're on. But these are people that our young girls are imitating, and our young boys too,
Yes.
right? Are imitating these people, and they now want to look like them. So they go out and they buy the cheaper product because they can't afford
And yes,
the expensive one. They can't afford to go to the
yeah,
dermatologist to get them to do the brightening the way
yes,
without any damage to themselves, or to do
yes,
it for a period of time.
right.
So this is
It
what
and
happened.
it is truly a process,
Yes.
right? And it's not I've been in places where I was in New York, and there was a place called MJ, and I had no clue what MJ was until after. Then I realized MJ stood for Michael Jackson. So this particular spot, you went in and you would choose the color. You would choose the color that you'd like to be. And then they would sell you the products.
Make that
Okay.
happen.
That takes you through. So if you just want your face, you got that. And if you want the full body, they sell you the products that goes for the entire body. I was blown away. And also there was one right in Scarborough. Yes, and they do the exact same thing. You go in and you show them what color you'd like to be, and they give you all of the products that goes with being that color. And I was frightened out of my mind because I could not believe. And then I was driving with somebody. We went to New York, but I always noticed his color looked a bit off. So then I would, he looks different. He looks funny to me because the different color. He had multiple colors, right? And then I got the understanding that he was a bleacher, and I made a comment, and I was just like, I don't understand why how an African person would want to do that to themselves. You know what I mean? Are we not proud of our melanated skin? But that's a conversation and an education piece that not many people have. They don't know. And
That is why we need to educate.
yeah,
That is
they
why we
don't
need
know.
to educate.
Yes.
Because one of the thing is, when you do the bleaching, when you see these superstars, and you see these people have the money that they can go in and get the proper products to do the bleaching
Yes.
for a period of time, and you want that complexion, you want that skin tone. So what do? You go and you buy the cheap product from China, the one
Yes.
that burn out the skin,
Yes.
that make that if you use all these chemicals that goes in, and we're going to go into the chemical
And
at
they
the
cause
next.
and they cause skin cancer. A lot of them
There you
cause
go.
a
And
skin
so
cancer.
the next topic that we're going to have next week is about what the effect of
Are
internal.
okay.
But I want to
Okay.
show you some effect of like I want to talk about the ingredients. It says there are many products available to lighten your skin. You can apply these directly on the skin, or you can inject inject pills. Many people buy these products over the counter. However, some people make them at home,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
You can get the
Yes.
pill to take, right?
Yes.
And you can buy the product that you use and rub your skin. But what about those people who are so desperate that they would make the products at home? They would come up with all these chemical
Oh
to
yes.
bleach, like the bleach that you use to wash your clothes.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
That
Yes.
surprised me. That
Yes.
surprised me
I
to the and
I got to watch a documentary with some folks, and it was about skin bleaching, and it was from Jamaica, and they showed you the process and these things that they bought and mixed to get the color, to get the, you know what I mean? And there was some
yes,
of them to the point where they've taken out the melanin out their skin. They can't go in the sun.
that's it. And the skin breakdown. It becomes thin. Your skin becomes thin because of the
Hmm.
bleaching, the chemical that burns it out. and you see your face becomes very red because
Yes.
there is no melanin in the skin. The skin is
Yes.
very thin, so even if
Yep.
you get a cut, it's hard to heal, and when
Yep.
it heals, it leaves patches on the face,
Yes.
right? And I'm going to
Yes.
show some pictures of what the negative part of putting on skincare product do to you. Some of them, when I was researching it and my assistant and I was doing it, I started to go, I can't show these pictures because they're very terrible. They're disgusting, right?
No.
And people
Yeah,
would not
you have to
believe
show them. It's a shock factor, right? Like
people would
anything.
not believe that this is really what bleaching does to your skin.
Yes.
It
Yes.
it it gives, look at it. Look at what it does. You see the patches on the face?
Yep.
That's from this person bleaching, and she is not say a black person, right? Or any, but look at, because different culture also does it.
Oh
But look
yes.
at what it does. It leave patches is on the face,
Oh yes.
right?
Oh yes.
This one leave acne. It gives you acne,
Yes.
right? The same problem that you're trying to get away from, it's the same problem the bleach does.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you're using the bleaching cream to take out breakouts and stuff, what the bleaching cream does, it bleach out the skin, but it leave the problems
The
there
problem.
still.
Yep.
So it
Yep.
doesn't, it cause a worse effect on your face. And you walk around, look at that. This is when the bleaching, when you finish use the cream, it leave a layer of thick overlayer of skin on our face,
Yep.
right? And all these are because they use these products and they use it. These are the cheap product that they
Oh
buy
yes.
over the counter.
Oh yes. I
And
recognize all of them. I see them because they sell them in the stores.
that's
They're
it.
like they you can walk into a store, it's like buying candy.
And you just mix up what you think and you
Whatever you
use
feel.
it. And these, I mean, I'm not trying to shade anyone, but I think that we as a black person with such beautiful color, all these other um all these other people, right, are trying to get our skin tone,
So
and yet still,
I will not say that they're trying to get our skin tone. I would say that it's a conversation to be had, right? Because whenever you looking out always looks good, right? Things always look better on the other side, right? Because I think they look at our skin
our
and
millennium and think we can
and
manage
assume
anything.
that we don't, you know what I mean? We don't have problems. We don't have
We don't
these things.
age as
No,
quickly.
and I think that's one of the things because we were always told, and even growing up, and even there's a lot of we will look. May her soul rest in peace. Cicely Tyson just passed away the other day, 92,
And she
right?
looks young.
And when you look at this lady, she looked amazing,
Yes.
right? And quite a few of them looked amazing. You understand? But they also so when it comes to certain things to do with one's face, it's not necessarily a color. Sometimes it's lifestyle,
That's it. That's
right?
what we
Life,
have to educate
that's right. Lifestyle has a lot to do with because
with how your skin is.
yes,
Yeah. And
yes,
what you eat, the
what we
kind of
eat,
food that you eat, and the kind of rest
yes,
that you take.
yes,
How
yes,
you
ma'am,
treat your body. Because if you
yes.
treat your body like garbage, garbage in, garbage out,
That's what's going to come out, right?
right?
So a lot of these things have become what is called quick fix because everybody's
Mm,
looking for a quick fix, right? It's
yeah.
like, do I go home and cook a good meal, or do I, on my way home, stop and
Grab
buy
something
something,
from the
right?
junk.
So we have not really been educated enough about our skin in the sense of what this is our lifelong thing. We're gonna have to own it, and it's gonna age, but it can age
Right.
gracefully like our bodies if it's taken care of, right? But that's not a knowledge we don't really our world doesn't really encourage those conversations, and the cosmetic industry, right?
That's
Number
it.
one billion-dollar industry,
That's $1 billion
$1 billion,
industry. It is
and on our backs because everybody is on that quest. Beauty, beauty, beauty.
everybody wants to look
What
good,
is this thing, right? So we all want to look, even now with the
beautiful.
makeup. People are putting makeup on 2 shades lighter to be light.
Yes.
For the ones who don't, they're not into bleaching,
Bleaching.
but they will get,
Makeup.
you know, makeup 2 shades lighter,
And do the
right?
full work.
To, yeah, right. To look and to appear lighter, right?
So
And
with but
that's a
they're
mindset.
covered. Okay, so with all that says and done, the ingredient. So we will talk about the ingredients
Yes.
in these things that
Oh
causes the
yes.
effect,
Oh yes.
that make them look good on the outside, that and also causes the effect of breaking down the skin and make it look in the way that it looks, because
Yes.
look at the patchiness on the face, and
Yes.
that's because this person here, she used the product for over a longer period of time than she
Yes.
should have used it. Then
Mm-hmm.
the ingredients get into the skin and start. This is because the skin, the millennium in the skin has been very has gone, is gone
Right.
actually, sorry for my
Yes.
language, is gone. And there is, look at this lady,
Yes.
she completely changed her look,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
that's, she used this. And now, what do you know what the damage has done internally to this person?
Yep.
Now, if they go back and stop using the product, their skin start to change back, and it started change back with blotches,
Yes. We
right?
can use there's an
Look at this
entertainer.
lady. We can use this lady as an
Yes.
example.
Yes.
She used the product and she stopped using it.
Yes.
This is how she was before. This is how she is now. And look at her skin tone. You see the darkness around us, different spots of dark.
But
That's
yes.
because of the skin becomes very thin, very burned, and then
Yes.
it start to heal, and it healed with the blackness because there's no millennium. Once the millennium is gone, it's gone. It
Yes.
doesn't come back,
Yes. The, the
right?
the the melanin in the skin, they need to learn and understand what it is, and
Yes.
how it's used to protect
To
our
protect our
skin.
body.
Yeah, our skin from certain things.
And you see, because what we have to understand, our skin is our largest organ that we have,
Yes, it is.
right?
Yes,
It's the
it is.
largest organ because it covers everything. It
Yes.
protects us from, it protects our internal organ from everything that we face daily. And when we break it down like that, when we do all this damage to it, then we have problems later on down the road. We
Of
have
course.
internal problem and life problems,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I just want to talk about that today, to say
Yeah.
what the effective, what's the effect of the bleaching, what it does to us. And you can see some of that
Yes.
effect, the external effect that it has on us when we go out and we buy these products, when we go out,
Yes.
and then now we choose to, you see, these are the product that's come from China with
Oh yes.
the mercury in it, and
Yes.
mercury is poison, right? And
Yes.
most of these product has mercury in it,
Right.
right? And you research them, you will research. I would caution everyone, do your research,
Mm-hmm.
do your research, because if you are going to do this, make sure you do your research, make sure you do it, and you're not doing it for a long period of
Mm-hmm.
time. I am
Mm-hmm.
against end bleaching, but that's our opinion. And since we know what the effective is
Mm-hmm.
about bleaching, all we can say is be cautious, be careful of what you're putting on your body, because the effect, it has a after effect. If you don't take care of your skin properly and not look for a quick effect, you will get a lasting effect, and it
Yes.
won't be a good effect.
Yes. And I think that so that everything, like everything that we take care of, it's based on a conversation, right? And information. So when people don't have the right information, they do anything, right? And then when you watch the TV, aka the television, everybody wants to look like the people that they see on TV, not realizing that they have a team of people
That makes that happen. I
that
know.
make them that make them look good.
I know
Okay,
because as a makeup artist, you and you're on set, all
okay,
these actors do, they sit in
yes,
a chair,
yes,
and you got the hair person doing the
yes,
hair, you
yes,
got the nail person doing their
yes,
nails, you got the
yes,
makeup person putting on the
yes,
creams and making sure
yes,
that their skin is clean
yes,
and smooth.
yes,
You got
yes.
the designer trying to fit them with the borrowed clothes that they borrow from the
Ah,
designer, who
right.
is making them wear the clothes so that people can see it and then go and buy it. These celebrities, some of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but they don't buy the clothes. The clothes is loaned to them or given to them so they can wear it and
Wear it.
promote the designer.
All
They
right.
are given the hair so they can wear it and promote
Yes,
the style.
yes,
So when you as a regular person go and see this now and say, I want that, the skin tone, or they bleach their skin to get that. So they
mhm,
go out and they buy the products, and the product is not the same
yes,
because the product that is selling over the counter, it has poison in it, the
yes,
mercury in it. If you
yes,
use it for a long time, it damage your skin, it
yes,
damage your nails, it damage your body, right?
yes.
It poisons you, it gives you cancer. And we are still using these products, and we are still selling these products to our young girls,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
To our young girls, because when you use it for a long time, it leaves red spots. These are some of the things that, after the effect of using bleaching cream, are the earth external and the internal effect it has. It says here, the mercury makes the nails and the skin darker, the skin rash. It gives you skin rash. It gives you irritation. It leads to redness and patches to the skin. It leaves your skin and your mouth feeling tight and feeling like pinches, like needle.
Mm,
So it itch you. So you always feel like something sticking you,
mhm,
right? And
mhm.
that's after the after effect of the mercury. That's just one ingredient that's in it,
Yes.
right? Not all this is just one ingredient that I'm talking about.
A person asked here, what do you think the person's intention is when they make the decision to bleach? Um,
Want to
it,
answer that?
yeah, I think so. It's called being comfortable in your skin, or you're in the process of it's some people, it's a change. It's just a change that they decided that, you know what, I've lived with this all, and I'm and it's comfort, right? So they don't intend to, you know what I mean? I don't think the intent is to um do something bad to themselves. I think the intent is they see it as beauty, so they want to look more beautiful. So the intention in the bleaching is so I can be more beautiful, right?
And I
Because
also feel like sometimes it's because of what they hear people say, the things that people may hear from other people. Oh, you know, you're if you just do this, you may look beauty. If you do that, or they are around someone who is lighter, but they seen that that person get more attention.
yes,
And because I watched a documentary about bleaching, and they went and they were asking some kids in kindergarten,
yes,
right? And they showed them the pictures, and they were saying to them, which one is the smartest one? And they said the light one. And they
yes.
were asking them why, because she's light. Which
Right.
one is
Yep.
the ugly? Which one is the dumb one? They said
The
the
one that,
dark skin.
yeah. Yep.
That and I think based on that, a person in who's hearing that, growing up, and now seeing what the effect have on
Mhm.
somebody, like a movie star, like a
Yes.
singer,
Yes.
and they think, okay, maybe if I can change my skin color, I can get more attention.
I can
right?
look
So
like
they,
them, or yeah, get as close to them as I
yeah.
can
So I don't
with
think
my
that
looks.
the intention of the person bleaching is a bad intention.
No.
I just think that they don't have the full education and understanding of
Yes.
what they're doing
Yes.
before they bleach themselves, before they
Agreed.
take on this task. Because all their mind is saying, I want to look good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be beautiful. But you know, if they look in the mirror and look at themselves, they would see that beauty that's already in them. But when you heard people always saying to you, you're not good enough or you're not beautiful enough, it does something to your personality and to your, you know, that makes you want to change
Yes. It's
because
a
you want to
mentality.
be, your mentality is
Yeah. It's
shot
a it's a
and
mentality, and if you're not comfortable within your own skin, right, then of course,
you're
you know
gonna
what I
do
mean.
it.
And society, as you and I know it, they don't make it easy for the average person of color to like themselves, because there's always a negative connotation attached to. You know what I mean? When it's not our nappy hair, it's our big nose. When it's not our big nose, it's our big lips. You know what I mean? So
Right.
all these things that keep being bombarded in your head. So if you
Right.
haven't had the right conversation, I got to that level where you love yourself regardless,
Regardless of what
right?
people
Then of
say.
course, if somebody dangles something in front of you that says, you know what, I can change the color of my skin, and it's gonna make me look better and feel prettier.
Right. Or
You know what I
somebody
mean?
come to you and said, if you just do this one thing, it makes everything looks a little better,
Yeah.
right? And but there is some, so there is some other alternative to the product. You know, there's some other alternative to taking care of your skin. And even if you want to do make your skin a lighter tone,
Yeah.
you can do that, but not for a long period of time to burn out the skin. And
Hmm.
these alternative products that you can use. Some of them, they, like as I said, as I researched, it says some of the alternative product that can be used to get rid of blemishes and dark spots. It's not going to bleach your skin
Yes.
completely out. It will get
Yes.
rid of the dark spots on your skin. It will get rid of blemishes like when you have breakouts, when you know
Yes.
those things. And
Yes.
it leaves mark. So it will get rid of those. You see, so the alternative that you can use, such as antioxidant, you have the vitamin A and vitamin E. These are plant based,
Hmm.
you know, acid that you can use, aka rice water. You can use vitamin B3, which can be found in most of our product. We in our product right now for the Sophia skincare product line, you can find these ingredients. These are natural ingredients based from the plant that
Hmm.
we use in our product that will even out your skin, your tone your skin. It will not bleach your skin, but because of the vitamin A and C, the vitamin B3, those products in the skin will help to tone your skin,
On your
even up
skin, yeah.
the dark spots on your skin, and give you a flawless looking skin. So those are the alternative that you can use for bleaching.
Mm.
You can find go into the drugstore and look at the ingredients before you buy over the counter product that has the big bold letter bleach your skin or skin whitening. You want to stay away from those
Those,
products.
yes.
You want to stay away from those products because it is not good for your skin,
It's not.
right? It's not good for your skin. Um, so, in conclusion, this is what we want to talk about.
Okay.
So, I wrote here, although using, and this is just what I want to talk about. So, we're going to touch on it. Although using these products seems to have the benefit of looking lighter, pure,
Hmm.
and cleaner, if it makes you more comfortable with being in the limelight or giving you more popularity when out and about on the dating scene, when you attend that job interview or apply for that promotion, that great. However, at the end of the day, if these same products are leading to problem like rashes, painful and irritated skin damage. You have
Mm-hmm.
such as acne. So even these products, at the end of the day, they leave rashes, they leave
Yes.
burning, blemishes,
Yes.
thinning of skin. Even such as going outside of the for a walk on a nice sunny day, you have to put on a cover because your skin is irritated and stinging,
Yes.
from the product,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so what do you talk to people about? It said, with these things, what would you talk to somebody about in conclusion about using these products? Because after a while you can't do anything. You can't go outside in the day. You can't
So I think
you cover up.
the conversation has to start with the individual, right?
Okay.
So if you have friends who are, what I mean, you can say to them, this is what the statistics have said about these types of things. But if that person, it's an individual person issue. It's an individual issue. Because if that person is not comfortable within their skin, there's nothing that you can do to stop them, right? They can hear the information and yeah, it'll go over their head because they'll tell you they're not talking to me. You know what I mean? If they are wanting to, because there's different things, people might want to change their skincare, right? But they need to understand. So sometimes people just going blindly see that something worked for somebody. You know what I mean? Back to the ambi conversation. When we saw that, we thought that it was a quick fix for everybody, right? And then you saw the damage that it did. I saw some people who, it changed their face, and then their hands are a totally different color,
Different. Yeah.
right? So at that time it worked for them, right?
That's
But
it.
they didn't have the right information to continue. So that's why now, and it was a level of comfort. They were comfortable and they wanted to change something. So it has to be the individual has to want the information to say, yeah, that's dangerous, right? But if you're the person that's experiencing um, all of this, not feeling good within yourself, you're gonna want to go
And
and
do
and
something.
have the conversation to say, how can I improve myself? So it's about self love at the end of the day, and the culture has different concepts of beauty, right? So until that individual can understand what beauty means for them, that's the only way that you can really have that conversation. Because you can tell them don't go buy it, but that's not gonna stop them, right? And they're gonna look for, and these things are common right now. Because if you go even in a place like Danforth Food Market, they have the complete line of that one that is sell the fair and white. They have a complete line. All of these grocery stores that carry, you know, um, as we would say, African food, whether you be from the Caribbean or from the continent, they carry a line, different lines. And I'm telling you, I can take anybody here who has been watching and would like to. I could take you to the place in Scarborough, and you can see when you walk in, you choose the color that you would like to be. And the lady there, she will give you all of the products from what to bathe with to what to use to get and how long it will take you to get to that color that you aspire to be.
Expect it. So
Yeah.
in conclusion,
Yes.
what I would suggest, what I would say, and this is my topic, that success and happiness is based on the color of your skin or the tone. It's based on what's in your heart. That's the
Yes.
bottom line.
Yes.
We are all beautiful, unique, and wonderfully made in the image of God.
Yes, we are.
So why don't you do me a favor and just love the skin you're in?
All right. So I'm loving the skin on me. So today, as you can see, I'm a
There
lady
you
that
go. There you
I love
go.
my hairs. I love my
Mm,
wigs. And I said today, if you're talking about skin, I'm coming on as
as
natural.
natural as
Nothing,
possible.
nothing,
Well,
nothing,
I
nothing,
I
nothing,
I I
nothing.
kind of I kind of put the wig on,
Wig
and
is an
I kind of
accessory.
put some lipstick on
Yeah, a
because
little lipstick on. I get it, but I said
this
if we're
is
gonna have,
Sophia Skincare
yes,
Cosmetic new
all
brand of lipstick
exactly. So if we're gonna talk about people loving themselves as in their naturalness,
format.
we come natural. So I
There you
came on
go.
and I'm like, yeah, I had some time I was gonna like, put on my wig and and I
There
said,
you go.
no, I'm coming on natural because I want
Naturally,
it's about getting and falling in love
getting to
with
love yourself
your skin. So from you're in
before
love
you
with your
can put
skin,
on the full coverage.
it radiates, right? I don't hold anything against anybody. I put on my little makeup when I'm ready. I like
Yes,
to look a little different,
there you
when I'm
go.
ready,
And
get the
you
little
can do it
eyebrows
because
done, the whole
makeup
nine.
enhance the natural beauty.
Yes, and it
Makeup,
makes you feel good, but I
right?
can feel good without it, right? It's an
There
added
you
bonus,
go.
right? So
So
you gotta fall
makeup
in love.
enhance the natural beauty
Yes,
of who you
yes,
truly are. So
yes,
love your skin that you're in. And
yes,
in conclusion, as we wrap this session up today, I
yes,
want to thank you all for taking the time to talk about this
yes.
topic that has been weighing on my heart for some time now. The good
Okay.
news is this is only just the beginning. Next week, we will be talking more about the internal damage caused by skin bleaching. I would love to hear about your thoughts and experience. Have you ever considered bleaching? Have you ever stopped? Why did you start? Let us know. If you want to check out our products, please go and visit our website at sophiaskincarecosmetics.com. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can connect and stay trade beauty secrets and tips. I want to thank my girl, Elaine Robinson, for joining me today.
Most
Oh my God, I
You
love
are
this.
most welcome. This was awesome. This was awesome. You understand? And to all
And
the
we
listeners,
are doing the second round next week.
yes,
And so
and
we're going to have other person on, and we're going
yes,
to have this big discussion because we need to educate our young ladies that are coming up. I have three beautiful granddaughters that are so beautiful. They are so beautiful, and I want them to know that they don't need to change their skin. They
yes,
don't need to go and have plastic surgery. They
yes.
are the most beautiful person that I know, that I have seen from the day they were born. I kept saying, "Oh my God,
Yes, Grandma.
I'm so happy for that." So
Yes,
I need these young ladies to understand the concept of the gift that they have,
yes,
the gift of who they are,
yes,
and to be comfortable in their own skin.
yes. They gotta love up themselves, love up their
Yes.
skin, love up their beauty, and realize that beauty is
Is
radiates from inside out, right? And all the other things is just an added on.
it's just an
It's
asset.
just an add-on. It's just
It's just add on to it.
an accessory, an accessory, right?
So
So
thank you, Madam Elaine.
thank
Thank you for
thank you for
joining us
having me
today.
on,
Thank
and
everyone
thank
for
everybody
coming
that
on.
stayed on to watch.
Yes,
Respect, thank you, and I hope that you learned something and that you're able to share what you learned with someone
with
because it's
someone
about
else.
each one teach one, right?
Right. And
Blessings.
join us again next week when we
Yes,
will continue this topic and have more into in excuse me, and have more conversation. And we'd
yes,
love to hear from you. Love for you to send us your message on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and drop us a line at Sophia Skincare cosmetic.com. Leave us your email so we can chat with you, and have yourself a wonderful day and love the skin you're in. Be blessed. Love you. God bless you.